Hello, peeps. They came and recharged my AC today, so I was just checking to see if it's still cold. Ominous controller is ominous. Yes. I need to start one more print. I need the rear analog shaft thing. And then I can get started. New York State came and took my 3D printer. Yeah, it was kind of expensive too. He said mechanically everything was fine, but it was just discharged. I'm just not sure when that actually happened, because I think I probably turned it off in October of... This controller's different. Is this one of those new ones? Haven't seen one of those in a while. don't think I wrote down the pins for that, did I? I don't see anything. I guess we'll find out in a second here. Government came and took the baby. Goddamn government. It actually wasn't that... Well, I guess it's still earlier in the summer, but... It wasn't actually that bad. I mean, I could notice it a little bit, but not much. It was still like 73 inside. I usually have it at like 72 at night and 75 during the day. Because my work from home area is downstairs. Just like how this place right here is downstairs. Shanae. The adrenochrome, yeah. Well, all the other conspiracies are real, so I guess that one might as well be too. Don't know if I have any interesting stories since last week. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the antenna is missing. Look at that. The secondary antenna. So this is a normal controller. I can't remember if that other one didn't have a secondary antenna. I just remembered it was different. This one has the I2C expander chip in it. Bud's full of adrenochrome. Oh, I saw Bud's stray cat friend today. He was walking across the backyard. I went out to look at it, but it's pretty scared of humans. I gave it a tin of food once when it was a kitten, but that was years ago. A couple years ago, like, I think it's probably like 3 years old. I don't think it wasn't, I think it was last winter. So like not this winter, but like last winter. It was really, really cold out, and it was under my porch, and it was like crying, and I felt bad, but then also like, well, it's not gonna let me help it, so. That was a really cold night. But I noticed it did not lose its ears, so I guess it could have been worse. You know, sometimes if it's cold enough, their ears will fall off. Adrenochrome conspiracy? It's the idea that like these elites will like drink baby juice or something. Yes. Oh, it's just a conspiracy theory, you know, like Epstein Island. All right, so this is the lefty. All right, so we need to remove the right stick. Or if Hitler's involved, the Reich stick. Even auf an Arschlinger. Happy little solders. What's the project of the day? We are building a left-handed, single-handed controller. Some of the spooky pinball people came over to visit on Friday so they could check out the code. They haven't built a second prototype of the game I'm working on now, so I've got the only one, so I can't just send them the code to try it. So they actually came here to check it out. So they were pretty happy with it, so that's good. I still feel like it's in a kind of a state of like well, I don't know. To me, the code still feels like an IKEA table with all the parts laying all over the floor. All right, I'm gonna get that printer started. I wonder where Bud is. Bud the cat. Space Cadet Pinball? Yeah, I saw that. Can that game actually be made real? I can't remember if the geometry was actually realistic enough on it. I think it has like upper playfield pop bumpers, which could be tricky. So the next game that I'm coding will be shown near the end of next year. So I don't think it's going to take me that long to code it, so hopefully I'll actually start on another one before that. I mean, aiming to have it like done, quote unquote, next summer, which would give us like 5 months of testing and stuff. Ah, that came out easier than a meth head's tooth. Unbelievable. That crazy Deeproot guy who's now like being attacked, who's like now being, well, it's not sued by the SEC, it's a criminal investigation, but he was trying to license the table from Microsoft. It was one of his crazy goals, was to build 3D Space Cadet, but he was just a Space Cadet instead. Da-da-da-da. Great, I got the Howard the Duck song in my head. Howard the Duck. Oh, this is the biggest bomb movie in Lucasfilm history. Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, I haven't used those Hall effect ones in a while. I don't know. They're kind of flaky. Howard the Duck is a unique film. Yeah. Hey, it had really good special effects. I got Monster at the end. That was like a Phil Tippett Go Motion monster. Apparently, Mandalorian and Grogu had Phil Tippett stop motion robots in it. I don't know why, but it did. So, you know, Go Motion, which is stop motion plus like some computer control to basically it moves pieces exactly when the frame is taken to, well, I don't want to say simulate motion blur, to make motion blur. Uh-oh, look who showed up. Oh, you were talking about that, Ethan? I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, that movie was playing at the drive-thru when I went to visit my family. I would have like taken them to it, but nobody wanted to see it. I asked them. Howard the Duck. Good cat. Good cat. Do you have racing stripes? Yeah, Go Motion looked pretty good. Like the Kane robot in RoboCop 2, that looked pretty good. Yeah, Duke, I can see why that might seem like a... Yeah, I didn't... I think we watched that movie for a bad movie night, and I did not like it. It reminded me like if they had done the Ninja Turtles movie completely wrong, it would have been like Super Mario Brothers. I mean, I guess it had Dennis Hopper in it. That's something. Howard the Duck. Both Super Mario Brothers 1993 fans are in the chat. There are dozens of us. I specifically did not trim my thumbnails a few days ago in anticipation of this. Like, I did start working on a new Atari project, because I have like, well, yeah, I think a couple weeks ago you guys saw I had all those Ataris laying around, and I had more than that even, so I was thinking I should try to make like a custom circuit board original 3-chip Atari portable. Try to make it shaped like that Vagabond I made like back in 2019. So I slowly started working on that a few days ago. Oh yeah, it was definitely a very interesting looking movie. Like Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West is a terrible movie, but the production design is just stellar. It's just the script sucks. Jose Canseco bat? Tell me you didn't pay money for this. What am I late on my Sony payments? I gathered Bud up in an old coffee can and gave them all names. Roger Rabbit holds up good. I haven't watched that one in a long time. It used to be like one of my favorite movies. That was a very labor-intensive movie. It was all optical printer, no digital. Very, 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 very difficult. See, I think Disney, like, maybe learned its lesson with Tron. Like Tron was also like this stupidly labor-intensive movie, but the plot wasn't very good, so... Well, Roger Rabbit was based off a book called Who Censored Roger Rabbit, but the plot is basically Chinatown with cartoons. It's like the movie Hollywood just loved to remake over and over and over. Chinatown. I was watching a documentary about the making of Tron, and it was just crazy how they were like hand animating like all of the colors and stuff for all the humans. It's like it felt like they're just like this is like a ridiculously complex way of making a movie. I mean, so was Roger Rabbit, but Roger Rabbit was, I don't know, it was more interesting. Like, you know, they just took a fairly simple gag about having, you know, tunes in the real world, and they kind of used that to drive all the effects rather than just, we're in a computer. Tron Legacy 8 times and the first one 0. Yeah, I definitely think the original Tron is definitely a movie that I never saw it as a kid. I didn't see it until I was an adult. And, well, like what I just said with Mario Brothers, like, Tron reminded me like if the Matrix had been done completely wrong. So, the Matrix sequels. Short Circuit still holds up? God, I haven't seen that one since I was a kid. Of course I loved it, though, because it had a robot. Oh, Van Down by the River, huh? That's too bad. Oh, Oh, I started watching Spider-Man Noir. Spider-Man Noir. I started watching that last night. I didn't realize it was a series, though. I thought it was like a movie, but... So I guess I gotta watch 8 episodes of it. So far, it's pretty good. Oh, I guess it's kind of like Roger Rabbit. I'm a private detective and I'm broke. I'll take any job. A tune killed my brother. That's tight. Small Soldiers? I haven't seen that one. I was like, I was too old for that movie when it came out. But that's directed by Joe Dante, right? You know, a sequel that could actually make a lot of sense if they actually write it correctly is Gremlins 3. Because, like, the whole world is like the clamp tower from Gremlins 2. It's like there's more crap machines in the world than there infinitely more than like 1990. So I wonder if they'll lean into that. They probably won't. I guess we'll find out. They'll probably just make the Gremlins awaken or something. Kind of like Spaceballs 2. Like, a Star Wars spoof now should be like the easiest layup in the history of mankind. So they'll probably screw it up. We screwed up like this print. The Goonies is getting a sequel? How's the cloning going? Cloning? Why is this so tight? I designed this to come apart. Jesus, this isn't usually so tight. Oh no, it's a gun. Mel Brooks is actually 100 now? Jeez. I saw Clint Eastwood turn 96. It's gonna be sad either when him or Shatner dies. They're both the same age, so it's a death race. Hell of a thing, dying. Take away everything he ever was or ever will be. Short Circuit 3? Oh, God. Well, again, I mean, you know, it's like Gremlins. It's a theme where you could actually take an 80s theme and make it more relevant by setting it in today's world. The whole project came to a halt because of the D-pad. Zorg, your entire evil empire comes crashing down because of one little cherry. You saved my life, so I'll spare yours. For now. Wait, was Zorg trying to sound like Holly Hunter in that movie? I'm Zorg. I'm raised in Arizona. He does kind of sound like Holly Hunter. My impression of Zorg sounds like Holly Hunter. I have decided. I think you should just pull the tolerances out of my butt. But actually, in this case, sometimes it can be just the filament itself. Speaking of which... No, it's kind of stuck too. Well, the thing you got to remember about Jurassic Park, most of Jurassic Park was not CGI. Most of it was puppets. Like even like when the raptors walk into the kitchen and stand on their legs and go, "Rrr, rrr, rrr," that was actually people in raptor suits. So even when you see like the entire dinosaur like freestanding, it wasn't necessarily even CGI. Actually, the one shot that's so great in that movie is there's an interior shot of the vehicle, and the T-Rex puppet like nudges the vehicle, and then it goes off camera, and then it turns into the CGI dinosaur walking to the other car. I love that shit. Where it's so great. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Well, especially after like right now, you've got like 2 YouTube movies like tearing up the box office. Like, maybe it is time to like. Because the thing is, like the He-Man movie, I guarantee you the He-Man movie is not going to do well. Because Gen X men don't go to the theater. This is taking forever. Oh, I'm sorry. Correction. Gen X men don't go to the theater unless the movie has the words Top Gun or Maverick in the title. Well, yeah, Davy Jones, they spent a ton of money on that. That's why it looks so good. Like, a lot of the times, the CGI doesn't look good because there's just so many movies trying to use CGI that there just aren't enough houses to do all the CGI. Like, if you like the second Mummy movie, the CGI is a lot worse than the first. It's not just the scene with The Rock, like most of it's like a lot worse, and I think in that one is because that Steven Spielberg's AI movie was rushed into production, and so like there was like an extra workload on ILM, so they just couldn't do as good of a job, or Steven Sommers wasn't Steven Spielberg. Like, I'm sorry, you're the wrong Steven. In this video, Ben will cut down a piece of plastic for 40 minutes. Tonight, the part of Aladdin will be played by a tall, dark, sinister, and ugly man. Oh yeah, you're right, Duke. And you know what? You can where you can see that, Duke, is you ever notice like you see these like all of these like Disney remake movies? Like when I watched the Moana live action trailer, like not only did it look like an AI prompt movie, but everything is like everything is so dark, and I think they make the movies dark so the CGI is cheaper. Because when you have CGI that's really well lit, or how do I put this? When CGI has like full light on it, it's much harder to make look good. So if they make the whole movie dingy, like the Little Mermaid remake was like that too, where like it's like this, everything just looks dingy. And I think it's on purpose to like make the effects. How do I say? Well, I guess it is cheaper, but like basically so they don't have to do as good a job of the effects. Like if they made like Davy Jones today, like he wouldn't look as good because they would refuse to spend that much time on it. Ben, when you go gray, can you grow a bad goatee and tell everyone you're Adam Savage? The Adam Savage is gray now? I am Adam Savage the Gray. Oh, there's Johnny Five builder groups. I guess that makes sense. Nice change of pace from R2-D2 all the time. The Pip-Boy idea? No, I never worked on any Pip-Boy projects, sorry. Alright, I'm just gonna glue that and hope for the best. Story of my life. Alright, lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. And a gray. Gandalf the Grey. You have no power here. Well, I have the same thing, Resi Gun. Like, yeah. I don't actually have gray on my head. Well, my beard is like half gray, but my head is still all... Well, it's not... It's turning blonde. Like, if you like look at like a high school photo of me, like my hair looks like my hair was like red back when I was a kid. But now it looks like it's kind of like blonde. I'm sure if I had kids, my hair would be gray already. That's usually what it is. Oh yeah, that's here. Well, that was supposed to be for like a cyberpunk loggable. God, that was like years ago. I still have that. I still have that CRT upstairs, and I still have it. I didn't do anything with it. I just made it into like that first modular design, and that's as far as I got. I'm still backlogged on projects, and like this year I've been mostly doing like house stuff. I got my film scanners pretty much reprogrammed, so I also need to do my Atari Kitten, so yeah, but yeah, a lot of my weekends are being consumed by like house stuff this year, so probably won't get as much done this year, but house stuff, it's got to be done. Because I don't know. I kind of would like to maybe move out to the country, like, I don't know, 5 years from now. Or maybe, I don't know if I'd sell my house or rent it. I have a friend who has a bunch of rental properties, and he's like, don't rent it. I'm like, but that's what you do. And I don't know, maybe he implied that I wouldn't like it. Capitalism! Alright, so I need to pull this Hall effect sensor. Oh, I'll do the, yeah, I'll make the Atari Kitten. God, I was looking through my files. I started that in 2022. God. Hey, as long as I'm not dead, I will finish it. Even that, like that Atari Vagabond. It took me 19 years, but I finished it. I promise I will never die. You know I can't promise that. If you promised that, I would make love to you right now. Yeah, that's probably like, yeah, I want to buy your house. He's not going to put one of those things in my mailbox. I want to buy your house. Signed, Hilton. And I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, I own my house outright, so like renting it, well, I don't want to say pure profit, but I mean, it would probably easily $2,400 a month net. So what? Property tax is probably like $550. Insurance, call that. Well, I'm sure it's going to go up after all this hail damage. Call that. Yeah. No, I shouldn't say insurance is cheap here, because our insurance is going to go up bigly. I know it, because yeah, there was a ton of hail damage. Invited on Tech TV, yeah. Yeah, PlanetFox.net. I have like, I think I have like 6 Game Gears in various stages of condition in a box over there. I was actually thinking about making some sort of like super Game Gear, or a smaller Game Gear, same kind of thing. But I don't know. Add it to the list. Starlink? Starlink's not that good, is it? I'm spoiled now. I have fiber now. Woohoo! Yeah, the Game Gear doesn't have too many chips in it. It's actually, if I recall correctly, it's actually a little bit more complicated than the Lynx. Lynx is actually really simple. But yeah, you could easily make a smaller Game Gear, because most of it was taken up by that. Most of it's taken up by the batteries and the screen and the CFL lamp. Oh, CFL lamp. That's redundant. All right. Time to get my $1 million springs. No springs. No one can afford these springs. No springs. You know, Taiwan Brown, when I was looking for like places in the country, like there were actually a couple places, a couple empty lots that had fiber access. Oh, this one already has the magnet installed. Hope that's not a portend of disaster. Well, isn't the Starlink up is the slow part, right? Or is that not slow? It only works with Cybertrucks. Oh yeah, how about that Blue Horizons explosion? That was pretty crazy. Elon's like, this is why I can say whatever I want. At least when Elon's rockets explode, doesn't mean that my Amazon Prime is going to go up in cost. Oh, that reminds me. I watched the first 2 episodes of Spider Noir, and there weren't any ads. It was weird. I'd like pause the video a couple times to like go to the bathroom or get a drink, and I could see like the ad spots in the timeline, but it didn't actually run any ads. It's probably like a bait and switch, and then like all the subsequent episodes would just be like just nonstop ads. I think the last thing I watched before that was Fallout Season 2. That had quite a few ads. Also, it wasn't very good. It's like, I don't even care about the Fallout lore. I just think the show is dumb. Like, the situations are dumb, and I don't know, it just seems dumb. Like when the Paladin guy was fighting the Deathclaw, and like the whole town was hiding inside that building with guns. It's like, why aren't they helping him? It just didn't make any sense. It's not like they didn't even know who he was, so it's not like they hated him or something. They're just like, oh, let's not help this random guy. $150 down, 30 meg up. Oh, well, 30 meg up is faster than my old charter used to be up. Yeah, but AT&T Fiber, like the download speed, it's only twice as fast as Charter was. So it's like 1,000 instead of 500. But even then, it's like, who really cares? I mean, that was more than enough. It was the upload speed for work stuff where the fiber definitely is like literally 100 times better. Is Bud down for the night, or will... Well, if he... You must be new to these streams. At a certain point, Bud will get tired of being down here, and then he'll start walking around and whining. So he acts very much like a wife or a girlfriend who's like, oh, it's time for bed. Let's go to bed. So he usually does that around 10, so... We'll see if we can get done by then. Oh, this is the lefty, so this one will take longer. I'm Spider Noir. La-da-da-da. Oh, cell connection is 450 to 50? Wow, that's pretty good. I've seen a lot of ads for like cellular internet, and I just kind of assume they suck, but shit, that's not bad. Well, I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. Like, whenever I think about like, you know, like the death of the personal computer and cloud Windows and all the crap they obviously want to do, and then, you know, like, it's like, oh, I'm working on a code update for like my Evil Dead pinball, then I think it's like I run this like script and it like tars it, and I can now upload the file. I think it turns into like 1.5 gigabytes usually. I can upload the 1.5 gigabytes like four or five times faster than it takes the computer to compress the files, to compress the tar. So it makes me think about like remote computing, just because of the asymmetry of that. And then it uploads in like 25 seconds. Damn it. La da 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 da. Well, anyway, I got a schedule appointment for them to come back and check if the sealant worked and check the level. The air conditioner is basically completely discharged. So I don't know if that happened over the winter or if it was low last year. I mean, I recall it was working last year, so yeah, hopefully somebody didn't accelerate. Hopefully like a chunk of rock didn't hit it. No, I don't think that would have happened. Because yeah, the line is behind the air conditioner, so it's almost a 0% chance that stump grind. I did find some rocks thrown into my yard from the stump grinder, but I mean, I guess it's possible the stump grinder could have damaged that pipe, but I think that would have been visible. It seems like the cost of like just complete replacement isn't that much more than a couple repairs, unfortunately. They said it was a 2010 unit, so that's not very new. Weren't you going to gaslight us about insurance companies or consumer rights or something like that? Oh, are you talking about my usual thing where I say that insurance companies is how they'll really screw people with like ownership, which I fully believe. Well, of course that's what they'll do. Let's see. Let's get this here. Get some more glue. What's been getting me back into Atari Project? Well, a friend of mine. Wait, which was that? Shit, I can't. Oh, I think it was. No, Stewart. Yeah. I think that was Stewart. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, I got a bunch of Ataris. Do you want them?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll do something with them." So then he just dropped them off on my porch one day, and I'm like, "Oh, look, a whole bunch of Ataris." Those are the ones that we looked at a couple weeks ago. So I think that was like at least 3. And then I probably have at least, oh God, at least 3 or 4 other Atari 2600s laying around here. I think including like the one that is like mine, so to speak. But I really don't care about it that much. So yeah, the idea was to design a circuit board so you just put the 3 chips in it and then basically try to make a very small 3-chip version of that Vagabond one that I made a couple years ago. That would be the goal. Yeah, basically I just had like a bunch of Atari sitting around. And also I feel like, I haven't done anything like that in a while, and I probably should. Then I'll probably sell them. Well, of course I'll sell them. Yeah. Mail your air conditioner to Louis Rossmann. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, the other day I was at this parking lot and I saw this. It was like a Chevy Silverado, but it wasn't. Well, it had collector plates on it, but it didn't look that old. And I was like, how old? Well, I guess it would have to be at least 25 years old, but it was like in pristine condition. So I guess it was probably from the late 90s, but it looked newer than that. And yeah, but it had collector plates on it, and so it was so weird to see. Because I don't know, yeah. I guess it was like the newest vehicle I've ever seen with collector plates would be the way to put it. Because it was just like like a Chevy Silverado. It's not like it's anything super interesting. The collector plate rules in Wisconsin are pretty liberal. Well, there's only 2 requirements. You have to own another licensed, or you have to own another. You have to have a daily driver because they want you to obviously pay the tag tax, and then you can't drive your collector car in January. I think those are the only 2 restrictions. The mods for composite video. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. Oh yeah, actually, one of mine has the Parker Dillman mod, the really nice composite video mod. Sad cat. Oh yeah, Bud had a very hard day of laying on the back porch. Well, I put him back there so we could watch the guy fix the air conditioner. 'Cause Bud definitely loved watching my neighbor get a new roof last year. He was all into that. But when the AC broke, I was like, oh well, crap! I can't put him on the back porch because I can't crack the door so we can come back in because it would let too much heat in the house. So he hasn't been on the back porch since that happened, but I guess he can go back there now. Yeah, Bud is that nosy neighbor that has nothing to do. No, he only is indoor. I wish he could go outside, but I don't know. There's too many dogs and cars here. I'd be afraid he would get like hurt or run off. So I don't know. Do people let their cats outside in the city? He's actually gotten out a couple times. The one time he hid under the porch, and the second time he just sat on the back porch. So yeah. How warm did it get? It doesn't, right now it's not that warm. I think it was like in the 80s last week. It's not too bad yet. Catios. Well, like my back porch is like a 3-season porch. So it's not insulated, but it is like all enclosed with like windows and stuff. And the whole thing is windows. So he can like look in every direction out the back, and he can like, there's a bird bath that I got, so I guess he could look at birds in it or whatever. And yeah, he's got like there's a extra litter box out there, so he could stay there for a while if he has to. But I only put him back out there if I'm around. Foxes and hawks. Well, I don't know. If a hawk could manage to pick up Bud, I guess he would earn the right to eat him. Do foxes attack cats? The name is Star Fox. Star Fox is my team name. Well, I did find I found a lot. So I opened up the air conditioner, and there was a mouse nest in the panel, and there was a live mouse in it. And I actually did think, I was like, if I could catch this mouse, I could give it to Bud. Then I was like, no, bringing a mouse into your house would be stupid. So it just ran away. The guy asked me if I cover the air conditioner, and I'm like, no, I don't, because I heard there's really no point. He's like, yeah, also if you do that, it's more likely that mice will crawl in there in the winter. You talking about the new Star Fox game where apparently everyone's triggered by the character designs? My name is Fox McCloud. My team is called Star Fox. Honors Danger Den. I did see one time there was a fly in the window and Bud actually caught it out of the air and ate it. That was pretty impressive. That is the only time I've ever seen him interact with a bug. Bud, do you think you could fight a hawk? Bud's gonna go into the battle dome. Bud, if you break a deal, you're gonna face the wheel. So it's a remake of Star Fox 64. Oh crap, I forgot the face buttons. Oh, slow. Slow. Sci-fi furries. Sir, we have to keep our Sci-Fi Fury fans active. How many of our fans, how many of them could there be? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's full of stars. Bud, I'm gonna feed you to a hawk. What do you think about that? You will be a meal. Please no make me into a meal. You would be several meals. Sir, we've created a Venn diagram of Star Fox fans and furries. Wait a minute, I thought you said this was a Venn diagram. All I see is a circle. That's correct, sir. Oh my God. Call the president. It's my life. Don't you forget. Ugh. My elapsed time took a bath thanks to that stupid D-pad. We haven't even started wiring to the circuit board yet. Ugh, what a file! Games Done Quick is going to do their first pinball machine speed run. It's going to be Total Nuclear Annihilation. Yeah, they both, everything on this controller just uses the common ground. It's pretty simple. Some of the Xbox 360 controllers had like, actually some of the Xbox One controllers had matrices as well, but not anymore. Those were the olden days. They exist now only in my memory. Huh. Wonder why there's no wire there. Hopefully it still works. Maybe they costed it out. They accosted it. No, that pun doesn't really work. Doesn't really work, does it? They Jim accosted it out. You can clip. I can no clip the pinball off of the playfield. And I'm lining up the tilt hack strat, and there, I got it. Okay, we've got a donation for $50 that says save the animals. La da 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 da. Use a common ground controller for mine without resistors. This one has resistors, but they're already built onto the circuit board, so I don't have to add any. Although most modern chips have internal pull-ups anyway. Mostly. They mostly pull up at night. Mostly. I'll let that glue sit for a bit. Sorry, guys. That missing wire is trigger warning, triggering me. Oh no, my hand strength has left me. I'll never walk again. I mean, I'll have to take this apart anyway, eventually anyway, so, you know, it's getting ahead of the curve. Yeah, it's crazy how often Sony changes the stuff. That's why I don't use it. I can't lock down a method that's repeatable. It's like you see these videos I do. I like do these things, like sleepwalk through it. I have like at least 2 different PlayStation 5 controllers apart in pieces down in that bucket there, and I would buy them and check. Hey, look, there's another one. Look at it. It must be on purpose. See? The new head of Xbox promises to turn around Xbox by removing one Wi-Fi wire. This will save the company. Turns out that removing one wire did not save the business. Eight-Bit Guy did a new video on his solar panel and some new janky fence. Didn't he have another new video recently about something? That doesn't look, that looks weird. What is going on? Wait a minute, I can cross-reference it to this controller I just took apart. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Confirmed weird. Confirmed cute! Oh no, he's dead! Bud is dead! Are you dead? Look at all your blubber! Your blood, your bud blubber! Blubber, 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 blubber. I got your blubber. What are you gonna do about it? Blubber, blubber. Look at all your blubber. Oh, now the blubber is stuck to my hand. Oh, yes, yes, the Better Maze video. And then Adrian made that, like, cheeky response He's like, I've got a more elegant solution. Not Adrian, Robin. What am I bumping into here? That should lay flat. What's going on? It's a trap. The controller is cursed. Oh, is it that chunk of... Yeah, it might be that. Oh, that's annoying. Magnets, how do they work? Well, I don't know. I think the 3D maze wars is fascinating. I hope that war continues. I am very disappointed. That's my Fifth Element impression. God, I haven't got to the soldering part yet. Bud, I am a failure. Bud, you're supposed to reassure me and say that I'm not a failure. Your silence is kind of making me worried, Bud. Bud, reaffirm me. Witness me. Yes, I want the wars to continue. I own Exxon Valdez stock. Oh, no, these are falling out. Oh, my life. Oh, my life. What's the matter, Michael? Dwight, you ignorant slut. The pressure of my modern office life has caused me to go into a depression. And now I'm going to kill myself. What is it? Master of YouTube? We got a 1026 on Ben Heck Hacks. Yeah, he said a term that we don't like. Oh my God, he said kill himself. Yeah. We're a bunch of kindergartners up here, so, yeah, we don't allow anyone to talk like that on our website. We're going to have to go over there and arrest him. Yes, The Office on DVD, so it's not, you know, captured by. Oh, wait a minute. No, no. On whatchamacallit? Peacock? How about No? I declare bankruptcy! You know, you can't just say that and expect anything to happen. I didn't say it, I declared it. Who do you think you are? I'm Toby. Correct. What gives you the right? Of that one scene where Michael is telling Jim. I hate Jim. I think Jim is the real villain of that show. But anyway, okay. I love the scene where Michael is telling Jim that he's dating Pam's mom, and then Toby walks in, and and Jim's like, "Get the hell out of here!" And Toby's like, "What did I do?" That's like one of my favorite moments in the whole show. Oh, such a great show. I thought about The Office earlier when I was coding. I got an error. It was like object is not set to a reference, and I was thinking Ryan used me as an object. Kelly was one of my favorite characters because she's like a perfectly written dumb person. Oh, the part when Michael's gonna get slapped by Pam, and Kelly's eating popcorn, and Michael's like, "How can you be eating that?" And she says, "It has hardly any calories." I had some super glue. I had to let that set for a second. The new version of The Office? You mean the paper? I have not watched it, nor do I care to. I don't know. It's a show about writing, basically. It's like about a newspaper, so it's like writers writing about writing. I don't think I need to watch that. It makes me think of that episode of Rick and Morty where they had the ghost of Joseph Campbell, and that guy was like, I'm gonna write a news story, and the hero is a writer, and then the ghost of Joseph Campbell is like, no, no, no. Year 10 of Ben's Cursed Controller. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Ethan. And then I'm gonna go check the air conditioner. My exciting life. Ryan used me as an object. Oh yeah, that peanut butter part was funny. Oh shit! I was gonna need some electric tape. Now I hope that Freon seal stuff works. Otherwise, I blowing money basically. Oh, literally blowing money. Actually, it's not that funny. Damn you, air conditioner. I wish you were a chainsaw. If you hadn't have broke, I would have bought a chainsaw by now. Damn it. But I have to be like, I have to pretend to be frugal. Oh, another one of my favorite lines is, it was a Golden Ticket episode where Michael goes down into the warehouse and calls Roy, no, not Roy. Who was the guy that was, Daryl. He goes down to Daryl, he says, idiot! And Daryl's like, start over. All right. What is a pallet? You know what? Close enough. Close enough. I think they just I think Oscar is in it, which is weird because I thought he was going to be like a senator or something. And then in the show, I mean, and then I think some other like random, like one other like lesser character is also in it. And like, you know, they have the Devil Wears Prada too, and it's like, how is this even a story? Like, do fashion magazines even exist anymore? Wouldn't it be the Devil Wears Goodwill? Ha 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 ha, Trebek. And if you ever want to like smile, you should like look up like interviews on like late night TV with like either John Krasinski or Emily Blunt. They're very funny. Oh, that's right. They made like a new Jack Ryan movie on Amazon. I should watch that, even though I hate the CIA. Because apparently, like in real life, like John Krasinski was obsessed with the movie The Devil Wears Prada, and obviously there's an episode, an Office episode, where they reference that movie a lot. And so I guess I think that's, what was it? Yeah, so there was a talk show, and he was talking about like he met Emily Blunt and asked her out on a date, and then he's like, well, I was pretty sure I would never get a second date. So I was like, screw it, and took her to a gun range. And then apparently she loved it. So, and then they have stories about like, and like, yeah. And like Emily Blunt like complains about their kids' accents and stuff. It's pretty funny. Pretty wholesome stuff. Oh, Cat Turret is totally CIA. It's so crazy. Like, you see, oh, just like my air conditioner, right? Like, he's like, well, if you spend more money on this really expensive upcharge, I can put this sealant in it and also has a UV dye. So we can come back in a week and find the leak. And it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of like when the doctor injects the dye into your body to like look at things. And then I think about that, like when there's world events, and you saw it with Gaza too, like where there's world event. Oh, YouTube really just got set off there. You'll see something, and then you'll see something like the Iran war, for instance, and like you just look at like how like influencers respond to it, and it's like a dye being injected into a body, and it kind of reveals things. And it's like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, why wouldn't the CIA have assets as influencers? I mean, of course they would. Oh, well, wait till you find out what we really injected into your air conditioner, Ben. What? Oh, Asian Jim was good, yeah. Bears. Oh, yeah, that's the one where Jim became Dwight. Which bear is best? Answer, Black Bear. Asian Jim was pretty good, though. I always found the shameless plugs for Battlestar Galactica to be really funny in that show. Since both shows are made by NBC Universal. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Let's see. Up is above TV-14. Bud, do you know which bear is best? Answer, Black Bear. Wait, was that Stanley, or was that the one where they gave Creed like a potato to see if he'd eat it? I thought that was Creed, but maybe there's one with Stanley too. I do remember the joke on The Office that made me laugh the hardest. It was when they bring home the Benihana waitresses and then Michael marks one with the marker. Oh my god, I freaking died. Down TP-44. Kelly, do you have a question? Yeah, first of all, how dare you? Oh, my favorite part of The Office, though, it's the one where the company's going broke. I love the part where, like, Michael yells at Jim. Because, like I said, I don't like Jim. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, Michael. You tell him. That's... Actually, pretty much like any episode where like Michael does something competent, I like, because I love the one where like he does like the Michael Scott Paper Company, and then like he like does his negotiation. Because that's the thing, like when they did, because the American Office almost didn't get renewed for a second season, and one of the ways they saved it was by making Michael Scott not completely irredeemable. They softened him up versus, because in the first season he's basically David Brent, but in the second season they have stuff where like, you know, he makes the sale at the Chili's, and then he kisses Jan, like, so they definitely softened him up. Because I mean, he's the star of the show, and if he's just insufferable, you know, who wants to see that? Well, maybe Lucasfilm executives. Yeah, there's been another murder. Therefore, I know the killer to be Phyllis, the person I most medium suspect. Well, by now you all realize the killer was Beatrice Bourbon. I was doing so well, Michael. What's her face? Crap. I can't remember the Angela actress and then Jenna Fisher. They have a podcast. It's pretty funny. They like tell stories about the show. Okay, so we need Y at 23. Cursed controller. I don't know if I have the fortitude to finish this tonight, but I'll see. I'll see if Bud starts whining. I do have some Miller High Life, although I've been trying to like eat less carbs. I bought a bunch of chicken breasts. I just eat chicken breasts. Yum. Which was all right until I ran out of barbecue sauce, and I'm like, oh God, my life is over. Yeah, I mean, well, hold on, I gotta check my print. Yeah, the first 6 episodes are kind of just remakes of the British episodes, like they're the same plots and stuff. And yes, they were trying to make Michael Scott like more gross. 3 down. Like they dressed him worse. They made his hair look skeevy, and yeah, so yes. I tried watching the British one. I couldn't really get into it. Obviously, I tried to watch it after I saw The Office. It's like, I'll just watch IT Crowd. IT Crowd's great. Didn't they try to make a American IT Crowd? Three down, 1, 2, 3, X, 22. like the three main characters on IT Crowd both had like, you know, really distinct accents. I think it'd be weird to see it like in an American version. I'm sure people say that about The Office too. Okay, right bumper, right. Right. All right, so take this guy. Go like that. The fake economy. Oh, actually, yeah. Speaking of the fake economy, apparently today the GitHub Copilot billing changed because they weren't actually letting people sign up for new accounts. Like one of the guys I work with, the new guy Casey, he's like, "Oh, what kind of account do you have, Ben?" And I was like, "I use this." He's like, "They say you can't sign up for that." And then I looked at it, I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're right." Like they're not because I would pay like $100 a year, and so it looked like they weren't allowing people to sign up for the old account because they're going to change it. But then I noticed the meter still looked the same, so yeah. See, the rug pull is none of that's making any money. It's all just a big money sink. So it's kind of like the Michael Scott Paper Company where it's like, yes, I know I sold you that paper, but I'm going to have to ask you for more money. The Michael Scott Paper Company is broke. Also, I've never understood the obsession with Idris Elba, so it's also kind of nice to see him like kind of be a heel. You know, the only time I ever enjoyed him in a movie was that second Suicide Squad, directed by Pam Beesly's ex-husband. He was good in that because he actually kind of acted like... He didn't act like the Wire guy for a change. All right. Oh, the office backrooms. Oh my God, that's a brilliant. That could be a YouTube video right there. Wait, that has to exist, right? Because you know they made like Michael Scott in Mass Effect, so that has to exist already. This controller is the bane of my existence. Oh, I saw some clips from that Lego Batman game, the new one, and what's his face? The guy from IT Crowd is Bane in that. He's like, "Computer man, fix my pants." I call it the abracadabra. Oh, my tits are hot. I don't know. I think the accents make that so funny. But it's like, "You're going to have to give a presentation on what your job is, Jen, which is computers." This is the internet. It doesn't weigh anything. Oh, that was such a great episode. He throws his girlfriend through the wall. Oh, thanks, Metallic Medium. Yeah, this is my... I've been doing Monday night streams for a while now. And then usually I'm building my single-handed controllers for accessibility stuff. But sometimes I just do random game streams and stuff. But it's usually this. And then I ramble about things like... Well, I guess right now it's The Office. But yeah. How the hell was Moss in it? Like, did he like move to America or something? Remember he's like, "You could move to America, Jen. In America, they say pedophile." He took his own advice. To member bar. You know, sometimes people describe Big Bang Theory as being like fake geek or like geek face. Like IT Crowd felt like authentic. It's just... What is wrong with this stupid thing? Wait, did I put that in upside... No, it's not upside down. This is... The cursed controller strikes back. Oh yeah, the emergency number. 8, and then the fire starts. To whom it may concern, fire. And then he's like, I'll just ring the emergency services. 886-6999-2. Oh wait, did I glue that too far back? Oh my god. Tenemnabom. Ah, it is a word. It is a word, and the joke makes sense. I think Toby was the Scranton Strangler. There's some pretty compelling evidence. And like Pam getting married to Jim is like what really set him off. Toby, you are the silent killer. You'll see. Oh, the fire at Sea Parks. And he makes that model out of like popsicle sticks trying to figure out how it could work. They died in a fire at the Sea Parks. Oh no, I can't ask. I'm a woman. Oh, yeah. Oh, finally. So I had that glued too far down. That was the bane of my existence. Remember the one where they're gonna shoot the nude calendar, but then Jen makes them not do it, and then it's like just all geeks. Yeah, like they deliberately removed the secondary antenna because like pretty much since the 2016 model there would be 2 antennas, and then the other one goes here. So there's a depopulated socket for it there. So I guess they just didn't need it. That's gonna save the business. It's gonna save Microsoft. It's gonna save Xbox. I still think they're gonna ditch the console. Say, hey, you're the new head of Xbox. Can you figure out a way to make us lose more money? Oh yeah, sure. I'll let's lose more money. Oh god, they'll probably make Xbox like a streaming console, like with all the prices of everything now. The thing I think would be funny, well, it wouldn't be funny, but it would be funny to see to see the utter meltdown, is if like Microsoft bought Steam. Like the meltdown would be insane. I mean, it would suck, but it would be worth it just to see the internet meltdown. I know that's sadistic. Oh, yeah. Look, Roy, it's a robot. Or, what's it? Is it the one where they go to the gay musical and he goes into the bathroom and he's like, oh, I'm disabled. And it's like, they stole my wheelchair. I think that's one of the best best episodes. And then Moss somehow ends up working in the concession stand. And then they put Roy on that. Oh, they put him on that bus. Oh God, that was so funny. Oh. Yeah, that was a great show. Yeah, doesn't he, like, he goes into the disabled restroom and then he gets caught, so then he has to, like, lay on the floor and pretend that he's disabled. And they're like, "Where's your wheelchair? Someone stole it." Oh yeah, that was so funny. Cause yeah, he has to keep up the act. Okay. All right, curse controller. Leg disabled. Workaholics, is that another show? I hate you, controller. I hate you guys so much. I hate you guys. Especially Kyle. Left, up, right, down. Well, I'm so close, I might as well just finish it. Finish him. Leg disabled. Hey, Ryan Colgan. The dog has drift. Yeah, that would be my luck tonight. Oh, okay, Taiwan Brown. Yeah, I hadn't heard of that one. Oh yeah, Texaker. We were talking about that earlier. Yeah, the Robin and Dave Maze War. Begun, the Maze War has. But Master, what could have happened to David's copy of the Maze War? Someone erased it from the archives. Master Yoda, all the archives have been turned into Petsky robots? Only a Sith would install that game. Now I will be a baby. Why was it called The Mandalorian and Grogu? Shouldn't it have been Din Djarin and Grogu, or The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda? Think about it. Oh, wait, didn't they, like, ruin the funeral, too? I can't remember, like... Oh, yeah, because the son walks in, and then he instantly falls in love with Jen, and he's not going to get rid of the IT crowd or whatever. You there, computer man, fix my pants. My father's gun! I wonder if it's still loaded. David Filoni gets to play with his action figures. God, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Is Ryan Gosling flies an X-Wing gonna save Star Wars? Father! Now, here's how we siphon off the pension fund. I still remember the last thing my wife said to me. Help, help, my husband's trying to kill me. Oh, God. Yeah, I want to see Project Hail Mary. I'll probably rent it when it's on like Amazon Rental. I heard it was good. I like space movies. Oh, I mean when he just jumps out the window? He's like, our company's awesome and I'm the greatest man that ever lived. Sir, something, the police are here, something about pension fraud? Oh, yes. Then he just jumps out the window. That's a great show. I've got a ready gun. Oh, what about the one where they go over to Jen's house for like the dinner night? That one was really good. The surgeon, good man. Robot Chicken had better Star Wars lore than Star Wars. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that Chris Miller and Phil Lord directed Project Hail Mary. Because I was looking it up because I was wondering if I could rent it yet. And I was like, holy shit, they directed it? So they got fired off of the Solo movie, but then they made Project Hail Mary, which was really successful, and then Star Wars made a big dud. You hitched your wagon to a horse with no legs. I mean, I think Disney must be like hiding some of that because, like not only, I mean, I thought Solo was a fine movie, but like, not only did it not make much money, but like they basically shot it twice, so that must have been just a catastrophic loss. That must be the other Hollywood accounting. Like, you pretend the movies make money, and then you also pretend that they weren't catastrophic losses. Like, they reshot like 80% of the Han Solo movie. Like, Jesus, that must have cost a fortune. Like, how would you... Because wasn't Game of Thrones was still on the... Yeah, Game of Thrones was still on the air, so... Like, did they have to, like... how do they schedule on like Emilia Clarke finishing, doing the awful last season of Game of Thrones? And they would have had to re-rent all the studio space that would have already been set up for another production. Like, that must have just been just catastrophic. Your Heiko is on last. I'm not. I don't know what to recommend. I'm sorry. Is that a desoldering iron or a soldering iron? Those are probably connected. Screw it. Yeah. I think it'd be interesting to see. Hey, the Snyder Cut eventually happened, and it was better. So, yeah. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. That's a Game of Thrones spin-off, right? Or a House of the Dragon spin-off. Is that correct? Yeah, I didn't mind how Game of Thrones ended because, like, in history, like, people like, oh, I'm the leader of the people. It's like, yeah, Stalin said the same thing, and then he killed all the people. So it just was, the last season was just like super rushed. And one of the reasons it was rushed is because those guys, the showrunners for Game of Thrones, they were promised a Star Wars movie, and so they left early to make it, and then that was one of the many, 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 many Star Wars movies that didn't get made. God, just awful. All right, rear trigger works. Just a regular iron. I just have like a lame Weller WES D51. I've been using them for a very long time. I'm not very fancy. I don't know what to recommend. Sorry. I know Louis Rossman hates Weller, so there you go. Yeah, House of the Dragon is a prequel, right? That's about the Targaryens, is that right? Because it's about dragons, right? I don't know, I actually don't have... God, yeah, I canceled most of my streaming services. The only thing I have is Amazon Prime. God, I can't remember... God, yeah, it's been a while since I had, like, Netflix or... I think I had HBO Max for a while. I don't know. I just don't find myself wanting to sit down and watch anything anymore. Like, I'd rather just, like, go hang out in my garage and watch Netflix, or YouTube, I should say. It feels like, what do they call it, the paralysis of choice, where it's like, oh, here's the streaming service, and here's 9,000 shows you don't give a shit about. Yeah. But even with, like, the stupid ads, like, at least, Amazon's like, well, I already have this. Oh, I did watch the final episode of The Boys, because I hadn't seen, like, the last couple seasons, and then apparently people didn't like it, so I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. I can just watch the final episode, and I don't have to feel like my time was wasted, because I can just see the very end. I don't have to wade through 2 years of bad episodes or bad seasons, so... Oh, I did watch Invincible. I thought that was pretty good. Invincible felt like a better version of The Boys. All right, test the battery. George R.R. Martin doesn't know how to end the last book. I think he's just being lazy. It's like he's just got like money rolling in no matter what. It's kind of like me, like how I don't, how it's like, oh, I could build some portable stuff, but why? All I got to do is just code every day and I'll make money. So, and George R.R. Martin is like infinitely wealthier than me. So it's probably the same thing. It was like, why finish the book when you've got all these royalties coming in? Because you got like, yeah, 2 active shows on HBO Max and then the legacy shows. Like, it's probably just being lazy. $25 a month, is it that much now? Yeah, add Vice, like most of the shows do that where they might release 2 episodes at once, but then it's like every week. It's just, it's like, oh yeah, because I'm so likely to cancel my yearly Amazon Prime membership. So you better, actually, the Spider Noir was all 8 episodes at once. I was like, holy shit. What is this, 2021? Get in there. What is your problem? Ugh. What is going on? Oh, for Christ's sakes. Shoot me. A year plus between seasons? Is it really that long? I had no idea that Walter Goggins voiced the Cecil character on Invincible. I don't know. I think... Oh, my niece told me that. Or someone told me that. I'm like, whoa! I didn't even realize that. He had a hard time voicing the last season because his back was tired from carrying all of Fallout. Let's see. These guys. And 2 of these guys. Spider Noir, so far, I've watched the first 2 episodes. It seems pretty good. It's kind of got, so far, it's kind of got like this, like, really boilerplate plot of like, I was hired to find this guy, but then he died. And then someone hires me to find someone else. So the plot's kind of like, but you do get to see, you know, Nicolas Cage shoot webs. And there's like a nightclub and like some singers. So it's kind of got some like Who Framed Roger Rabbit stuff going on. Oh, Brendan Gleeson's in it as a mob boss. I haven't really seen him in a while. He used to be in all sorts of shit like 20 years ago. Yeah, Andy Anderson. The one that's really egregious is like Stranger Things. Where it's like not just because the kids are aging, but it's like what was there, like 3 years between seasons? It's like ridiculous. I don't know if they're like too busy making other stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. It just seems egregious. Why does it take that long? Any Menards? Oh my God. I've been going to Menards every weekend. That was one of the reasons I got a truck, because I had all these house projects planned. So I go there and I load up all this mulch or all these rocks or all this sand or just... So, yeah. I'm actually kind of sick of going to Menards. I don't know. I don't think I have to go there this weekend. No. Can't remember what my next thing I have to do is. I got most of the big ones. I have to, like, fix some cables. Well, I was kind of thinking about... I was actually thinking about just getting, like, a DeWalt battery-powered chainsaw. It's like one of the things on my list is, like, to... well, I want, like, a real chainsaw, but at the same time, it's like... I don't know. Well, part of it is, okay, so there's like this, some sort of conifer tree in my backyard. I think it's the only tree left in my backyard. Yeah, it is. And, but all of the data cables go through it. So like the AT&T, the fiber, and then the Charter go through it. And then like the branches hit the cables. And actually my neighbor Lee, they were chopping up that tree on their side. Same reason, it was like going into their cables. So I was like, well, if I got like a battery electric chainsaw, that would be less dangerous to like take up onto a ladder and fight branches with. So that was something I was thinking about doing. But then I was like, well, I better see how much this AC costs first. And it was not cheap, so... I don't know. I mean, well, I guess I could get it anyway. It's not like I don't have any money, but I don't know. Sometimes I try to be like, okay, you know. Sometimes I just like to pretend like, okay, what if I didn't have any money? So I'll have to like take my time, or you know, because I wanted to get a chainsaw like a few months ago, but then my stove broke, and I'm like, okay, well, I should only spend money on one thing at a time. And of course, that was the same time as taxes, of course. God. Well, Bud the cat is named after my uncle Bud. But yes, because if he was beer related, he would not have been called Bud. Could have been a pole saw? Yeah, that could work. Yeah. Is that like a manual pole saw, so it's just like a blade with a long? I don't know. I think I could. I don't think I would fall to my death. Actually, the trees. The ones in my back of my yard probably need... On my bushes... Oh, God. The bushes right on that side of the house. Whenever people talk about, like, oh man is going to take over nature, it's like, no. Man ain't got nothing on nature. God, I don't know. Maybe there's a way I could just get all the bushes removed. That sounds like it would cost money. Blatz the cat. No, that'd be a good name for a cat. Like Blinks the cat. Remember that Xbox game, Blinks the Time Sweeper? I don't actually have Facebook anymore. I got rid of that a long time ago. But I hear Marketplace is the new Craigslist. Well, Andy Anderson, I don't have a chainsaw yet. I have a corded, crappy electric chainsaw that was my dead uncle's, or one of my dead uncles. But no, I know. Like all my gas tools, I only put premium gas in them. That was actually something my Uncle Bud told me to do. And it works. I mean, it's more expensive, but it's like, oh no, 2 gallons of gas. Like two gallons of gas last me a whole year with everything. So like snowblower, what is it? Snowblower, lawnmower, and then I also have a gas power washer. And the great thing is you can just leave the gas in when you're not using the tool for the season. I don't even drain it. I just leave the gas in them. It's fine. Like it gets to like November, my snowblower, right, first button push, it goes right up, no problem. Down, left, right. Oh, thumbtack? Does that work out well? I've never tried it. I've heard of it. Yeah, Taiwan Brown. There's things that I would, if I was like 20 years younger and like 50 pounds lighter, there's things I would do that you know what? I don't mind being on my roof. The part that sucks is like going from the ladder to the roof, especially if you don't have someone to hold it. Because, you know, I don't want to fall down and break something. Yeah, I got a what is it? I bought it at Menards, of course. It's like a Westinghouse power washer. It was like $300 plus the 11% rebate, so it was what, $268. That works great. I'm really glad I bought it. Cause I wanted to rent one, but then the rental place, the A to Z rental, like 3 blocks from me, is no longer open on weekends, which is, they changed to some other company and they're not open on weekends, which is just stupid. And then Menards, Menards rental tools are first come, first serve. And I was like, I'm like, ugh. And I was like, screw it. I'll just spend $300 and buy my own power washer. And you know what? I don't regret it at all. The air conditioner kind of sounds weird. Must be all that CIA gas they put into it. Hold on, I'm gonna go check it. I hope it's working. Ben is gone post Red Letter Media. They won't help you. Does anyone know anything about air conditioners? I can hear something. I kind of wonder if it's like, God, like the leak. Like, I hope the leak wasn't like catastrophic. Shit. Yeah, I can hear like the AC is running because the furnace is like right over by me. It's going like this. It's going. Then it's going. Actually, no, Rambozo the Clown. They put in a Freon with a dye, and they scheduled to come back and see if the UV dye reveals the leak. Yeah, it was completely empty of coolant. Like when he checked it, it was like pretty much no pressure whatsoever. All right, well, the controller appears to be done. I think I'm going to bounce. I'm going to research this because, oh God, I hope that's not a leak again. All right, I'm going to bounce for the night, but I guess we'll see you next week. Say goodbye, bud. Bye, bud. How was construction over Madison? Like road construction, there's not too much right now. I don't think I have a UV flashlight. The sound you mentioned sounds like it's Freon moved through the evaporator. They might not have filled it enough. Yeah, it was kind of like I could hear it kind of like inside the furnace. It was like it's like it would be running and it would be like then it would stop. Then like 4 seconds later and it would stop. So that's what it was doing when it was running. It just turned off. I don't know. I guess I'm overthinking it now. That's a ghost. Well, I think I'd prefer a ghost to having to buy more Freon. All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. See you later. Who are you gonna call? Bud Busters. Are you cute? Sight glass? Where's the sight glass? Is that inside the furnace? An audible leak would sound like a constant hiss. Yeah, it was only doing it when the furnace was running. And it was like, and it would rise in pitch. So it was like, and then, and that sounds like it was coming from inside the furnace, like where the evaporator is. The little glass window. Okay, I can take. I don't think I've ever seen that, but I can take a look. Well, yeah, the thing I'm worried about is like if they come back, oh, God, they charged me like a lot to do that. It seemed kind of ridiculous. But then they're like, oh, okay, well, if we come back in a week, we can look for the UV. But like, are they going to have to refill it, like fix the leak and refill it, and then charge me again? Blower, probably not furnace, right? I think they put in a full charge. I think they said it was like £3. I don't know. Let me see if it's on the, what's it called? Receipt. Oh wait, what's this? What's this a photo of? Oh, is that what they put into it? R410A refrigerant. Freon. The new gangsters? Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. They only take 10%. Electric company office repair? No, I've never heard of that. Does anyone know what Freon smells like? Is it like natural gas where they... Not too expensive? It was $120 a pound. Maybe I did get ripped off. No scent? Okay. Well, right, but the thing is, the guy said it's supposed to be a closed system, so he's like, there probably is a leak somewhere. So the question is, like, how fast is the leak, and if the leak sealant plugged the leak or not. I think they put in something like, kind of like how Fix-A-Flat works, apparently. All right, maybe I'll look for that glass bubble. So if the glass bubble is like in line with the line, I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I have one, but all right, I am going to log off for the night, but I'll talk to you guys later.